Hey, everybody. I hope you're having a great evening wherever you are and safe and sound. And tonight I am joined by Erin Rollins once again with MedMassager. So honored to have her back with me. And she is going to share with us all about an exciting write-up in a journal. And I'll let her go into it deeper and look forward to hearing more and for you to learn more about MedMassager because the different massagers that they have are really awesome and they help people in so many different ways. So I'm not going to steal your thunder here, Erin. And thanks for joining me again. The floor is yours. And thanks so much again for joining me.
Hi, Sid. Thank you for having me back. Hello to everyone who's watching. Hopefully you watched the previous video about all the best things about MedMassager and how wonderful they are for people with circulatory problems, and you can use them in the comfort of your own home. Well, MedMassager has responded to this global pandemic, and so we have two really great pieces of information and news that we want to share with you tonight. First one Sid mentioned is that we are so proud and so excited that a study was conducted using our foot med massager for its efficacy in helping to treat restless leg syndrome. So, if you know anything about restless leg syndrome, you know that it's a neurological and even, some medical professionals call it a sleep disorder because it greatly affects quality of life and can also affect quality of sleep. And if you don't sleep well, we all know that lack of sleep can lead to all sorts of problems, including depression, anxiety. I know people with diabetes who struggle with their blood sugar if they don't get a good night's rest. So there's a lot of negative things that can happen if you don't get a good night's sleep. I'm sure all of you with kids can understand that.
Yeah.
So Plus One is a peer-reviewed journal, and they actually just released, they published their study this month actually about how the foot med massager is effective. And they tested it, they had a control group, they tested it against heat therapy as well. And the cool thing is that they found that the foot med massager not only improved quality of sleep, but it also improved quality of life. And so the severity score for people who have restless leg syndrome, their self-reported severity score was greatly reduced after using the med massager. And so, I'll share my screen and I can show you this write-up that I did, and it links directly to the article. And it's just a great machine that we sell to chiropractors, physical therapists, massage therapists, doctors, and now we sell them directly to the consumers. The thing is, because of this whole global pandemic, we are not able to bring our massagers directly to you via trade shows and home shows right now. So the best way to learn about our massagers, to learn about our products, how they may help you with circulatory problems, diabetes, neuropathy, plantar fasciitis, restless leg syndrome, back pain, which you and I, Sid, are both, um, friends with in a sense. We're friends with pain because we deal with back pain on a
Mhm.
daily basis.
Yep.
And you can read up about our stories at medmassager.com via the bubble at the bottom of the page. You'll see our smiling faces and you can read all about our stories and how we came to find out about MedMassager, how I came to work for MedMassager, and why we love the product. Um, so I'm going to screen share this article with you, and you can go ahead and at home. So the title of it is Study Finds Foot Med Massager Effective in Treating Restless Leg Syndrome. You can read that on your own time. It's just a small little blurb, and you can go directly to the study page here by clicking on this link. So this was published in the NIH, and you can see at the top that they published um, the article that Plus One, a peer-reviewed open access journal, already published at the beginning of April. A randomized pilot trial for the efficacy of the MMFO7, which honestly, all of our foot massagers work the same. So that's just one of the types that we have, but it's not any different than any of the other ones. It's just either older or newer model, basically, and heat therapy for restless leg syndrome. So again, the results you can read here. I simplified it for you because I'm a journalist. I was trained in journalism. And so what I do as a journalist is I digest these difficult things for the general population, and I make it easy and simple. And that's why I wrote this little article here to kind of help you understand that. And so, as a response to this global pandemic, MedMassager really wanted to contribute something. And so, as genius as the owners are, Michael and Alicia, they've already been working on a sanitizing product. Okay. Like, how long have we been in quarantine and they're already producing something that's going to be available for pre-order? So basically, MedMassager has developed a UVC handheld sanitizing device. It allows you, the consumer, to harness the power of the sun's most destructive ultraviolet light range to thoroughly sanitize your home without the use of harmful chemicals. We all know that we're all trying to, I mean, most of us, I'm not going to speak for everyone, but most of us are trying to clean shop in our home, right? We don't want to put these dangerous things where there are animals or children. So I know there's been a surge in buying products like Myers or more natural products that still clean and make your home smell nice. So this would be something that anyone could use. It will be ready for shipping. So the pre-orders start tomorrow. It will be ready for shipping on April 20th. And it's complex, so supplies are limited. So if you're someone who believes in the MedMassager, you know that this is a device that works, that lasts. You're going to trust that our MedSterilizer is going to work just as well. So the MSRP is normally $129.95, but they have discounted it because they want everyone to be able to afford it, or as many people as possible, to $79.95. I'm not sure exactly about warranty. I know that we offer a bronze warranty upon purchase of our MedMassager limited lifetime, and then you can upgrade for like $30 for like a silver or gold. And then pretty much if your unit breaks down, you mail it in, and then we send you another one. So depending on if you have the bronze, the silver, the gold, will depend if you pay for shipping or not, etc. You can look that up at medmassager.com. I'm not sure. I don't want to make any promises about this device, but I assume there'll be some level of hopefully warranty. And I'm really excited about it, Sid.
Yeah, it sounds so great, and we'll definitely have to do a video update because I know I will be ordering one myself. And I'm really big into ultraviolet because I use a toothbrush sanitizer for sanitizing my toothbrush, and I also use a water bottle that uses UV lighting as well. And another great product, yeah. So I'm real big, and that's awesome. It's definitely a great way to go.
Yeah, so I'm super excited about it. I guess we'll tune in again. Hopefully, if you need any help accessing the link, I'm sure Sid and I will both include the links at the bottom of the video. And if you have any questions, please email me at erin@medmassager.com. And as always, we love to hear from you. And have a good night.
Erin, before we go, one question as far as for people, and you were talking about sleep and the foot massager.
Yeah.
So what's recommended, as far as using it before going to sleep? Just use it on like setting 1 or 2, or what do you suggest?
Honestly, it's very subject to you personally. So
yeah.
I have neuropathy. I talked about my lower spinal injury. That's all in my story and in the previous video. And will be in another video that we're doing. So for me, I don't have as much sensation. And even before my injury, when I used to sell the massagers at shows, I would put it all the way up to 11. I like the stimulation.
Yeah.
Now I use it maybe on a 6, because too much is just a little too much, and too little is not enough to get any sort of kind of trick your body into having a different input. Because part of neuropathy and nerve pain is that the input, if you can change the input, it can lessen the pain or lessen the discomfort, right? Because pain has its own track that it follows. And so that's why massage works, or that's why a little vibration works, or that's why, oxytocin, touching someone or holding someone's hand who you have a relationship with, it interrupts that input that's happening, and it helps slow it down, or it helps your body focus on something else. So for someone who's new to the MedMassager and you haven't developed kind of your own routine, I would say start on level one, and work your way up. And I would say use it for 15 minutes, see how you feel. I know when I first started working for the company and I had really bad adrenal fatigue, um, anytime I was in a situation that was very exhausting, I had a lot of fatigue during the day, at night. So I would literally just like put the massager, I would prop it up in my bed and I would use it for like an entire show, 30 minutes, an hour. Um, if you're not used to it, I wouldn't do that, but you kind of have to go based on what your body needs and how you feel. So start slow, but don't be afraid to increase the, the input. Don't be afraid to leave it on. It's contraindicated if you're pregnant. Please don't use it because it's really difficult for any pregnant woman to use a massager without it doing its own thing. And number two, if you currently have blood clots, don't use it. But other than that, hopefully you've gotten approval from your doctor. It is a medical device. It is FDA certified. It does what it says it's going to do, and a lot of medical professionals use it. So,
Do you want to do it like right before you go to sleep, or do you want to give yourself a little bit of time between going to sleep, between using it and going to sleep?
I mean, for me, it calms me down. For somebody else who maybe doesn't have the health issues that I have, neuropathy and fatigue, maybe it would give them energy. So I would say, before you make that decision, maybe try it out
Yeah,
a couple hours before you go to bed. For me, I use it only at night because it helps me sleep.
yep,
So if I am sitting on the couch and my back is hurting, or if my feet are hurting, I'll bring it from the bedroom and I'll put it on the couch, or it's not super comfortable to sit there with your legs at a 90-degree angle. Plus, you kind of cut off circulation when you sit that
yeah.
way. So you could take the foot massager and prop it on the couch, put pillow behind it. It does have those nodules. So if you do have neuropathy, I find that the nodules hurt after a while. So I use the body massager all over.
Okay, gotcha. Good
I
stuff.
don't, yeah. So if you have neuropathy, try it on the lowest setting. The nodules after a while may hurt. So you may want to just use the softer pad on your legs,
Yeah,
your back and things like that, because that would
right.
probably feel better.
Yeah,
But if you have plantar fasciitis, the foot massager has that great arch bar at the top. Plantar fasciitis is basically the shortening of the fascia, which is why they tell you to freeze a water bottle and put your foot on it, kind of roll it out. I will say that I've had a couple friends with plantar fasciitis and they've done everything the doctor told them to do. And they bought shoes, they spent hundreds of dollars, and Sid, honestly, the plantars did not go away. I'm actually interviewing my friend Johnny tomorrow, one of my good friends from college. He told me one time I was selling massagers, for trade shows before my injury and before I did social media. He said he just in passing told me I have plantar fasciitis, and I said, Johnny, you need to borrow my massager. I literally dropped it off. I said, you do it every day like therapy. I said, do it at 20 minutes a day. Roll your foot on the arch bar. It may hurt, it may feel uncomfortable, but you have to do it. Within 3 weeks, he went to his doctor. He called me up and he said, Aaron, I got clearance to run again because he wanted to run marathons. He was
Wow.
a marathon runner. 3 weeks. And so I was thinking about it and I messaged him and I said, Johnny, how great would that be for you to share your story of some random conversation you and I had about planters? And I literally was like, I'm coming over and bringing you my massager. You can keep it as long as you need to. And I mean, I think he was shocked. I was shocked too because I didn't know how fast it would work for him. And he's
Yep.
never complained of that again. So,
Wow, that's a great testimonial. I can't wait to
yeah.
hear about that. So great stuff. Thanks once again for some valuable information. We'll put the link in the description. Looking forward to talking more about your story. And everybody, thanks so much for watching our video.
Yeah. Thanks so much, guys. Take care.
Erin, thanks so much. Have a great evening.
You too. Thanks, Sid.
Thank you.